So we all are federally recognized tribe in Washington. We have over 11,000 enrolled members. Our agency is, our reservation is 1.3 million acres. We have the second largest reservation in the state of Washington. And we roughly have 1,200 miles of roads on our reservation. It says most are rural. Actually, they're all rural. We're in a rural location. These two figures here show collisions that occur on our reservation. This map here on the left is showing crashes and stuff that occur on intersections. We have very bad intersections on our reservation. For the most part, the roads that run east and west basically are like runways for cars, because you can go about 3 to 4 miles before you hit a stop sign. And then the traffic that goes north and south have the right of way. But you get those people that are just zooming along going east and west, and they forget there's a stop sign coming, and we have a lot of people that run the intersections, and that's how a lot of our crashes occur. So these are like our major intersections that we have problems with. And then the map on the right, again, is showing those intersections, and then working with UW, we're addressing those, and also working with Yakama County to install some lighted stop signs and stop sign heads with flashing beacons. And then some of the challenges we have, of course, are with the road, the geometry of the road, steep corners, grades. We have basically no shoulders on our roadways. So we have people walking on the roadways, people on horses, people with their kids in strollers. We have severe weather on our reservation. Right now we have severe heat, we get fire, smoke. We live in a valley, so the smoke just settles in the valley. So in the past few years when we've had the really bad fires, the smoke has been really bad. It's almost like a foggy morning. We have the fog, snow and ice. And of course the human behavior, speeding, distracted driving, drinking and driving, drugs and driving. And also, in the past few years, we've been working with the Washington State Department of Transportation. We have a really great working relationship with them. US Highway 97 runs through our reservation on the eastern boundary. And that highway is really bad too for crashes and stuff. So we're working with them. We've installed a roundabout on one of our most dangerous intersections at McDonald Road. That's been in service for just about a year now. And we've had 2 million cars go through the intersection, and we've had only 5 crashes at that roundabout now, but nobody has been injured. We've had 2 cars right after the roundabout opened, basically went airborne through the roundabouts, but those people.
So actually, I was also the lead researcher for this project. This was funded by US DOT, the City Data Initiative. 2 years ago, we've been working with AIWaysion, Portia, Julian, and also Holly-Ann on this project. So we try to leverage all the public available safety-related data and build a platform that we can actually provide to the planners, engineers, recommendation, so we can visualize the data and also make decisions, and also for their planning purposes. A lot of applications or functions have been developed for this too. There's one version that's open source. You can find it on the GitHub repository. Another version basically hosted by UW, specifically for the use of recommendations that will have a local data set. So some of the, in addition to building this tool, we also do data analytics, especially training the model to get the risk level for a certain roadway segment, as well as certain intersections. With that model, we actually can visualize the roadway safety, the risk level for the entire network of the accommodation. So those are the functions that we have developed. So you have the visualization of the historical crash data, as well as segment-based and also intersection, even area based on zip code, area-based crash realization and crash index realization. So those are the functions that we have developed, and we are also trying to look for new data sources that we can bring into the existing platform. Because that project was ended was completed around 2 years ago. But since then, we're also trying to work with our engineering team to keep updating this to this was hosted by University of Washington. Actually, some of the things we actually identify through working on this project with the team is that we found that there's basically a lack of data in rural roads, especially the low-volume rural roads that mostly because of challenges like deploying sensors that require either funding or actual infrastructure support like broadband connection or fiber communication. So, as well as challenges like lack of technical support, technical personnel to even manage, visualize, and also process information to get insights. There are also specific data collection needs for rural roads compared to urban environments. Like agricultural vehicles, summer trucks, and also weather conditions as well. We also need to respect the privacy over the communities that we're collecting the data. So that actually leads to another project. Actually, the ongoing project is funded by USD, Small Business Innovation Research (SBIR) project. AIWaysion is working for this project. So the initial efforts are actually funded by UTC, PATRANS, and also StatSat. To UTC, we did the outreach and also the data collection. And then later, this was taken over by AIWaysion as we commercialize the products through the technology transfer from Utah. And then basically deploy this device. It's an edge AI unit. It has a lot of functions, but all the computing are inside this small white box. So meaning it doesn't require a lot of the infrastructure support to be able to just deploy on a rural roadway. This is actually the first time ever such a sensor was deployed in this area. It's in the Route Road Highway 97 Chongqing. The reason why we select this one, as Portia mentioned, this particular highway is the most famous one. And this particular intersection has the highest gradient records. So since the deployment of the device, we're able to collect information such as traffic, road condition, and also detect hazardous events. And then we are thinking about how to transfer, communicate those information in real time to road users, to the traffic management center, and also traffic control devices like the AMS signs. These are the dashboard we provide to the data engineering team. Okay, cool. Yeah. So basically, in addition to the real-time data collection and also warning, alerting notifications, we also do a historical data analysis. So as I mentioned, a lot of data is lacking in this particular area and also similar to other rural communities. But with those data, there are a lot of things you can do. For example, setting up your traffic safety plan and also use this data as evidence to apply for more grants for some more implementations and also countermeasures. So some of the things we're able to collect, like the activities of agricultural vehicles and summer trucks in the areas, as well as adverse road conditions, weather conditions, heavy fog, and also like snow-covered road, which is dangerous to the drivers in this community, as well as pedestrian safety. Those are actually can be used to apply for funding to improve the roadway infrastructure. So the mission is actually working with the WashDOT as well as private sector, AIWaysion, and Amazon to really apply for more grants and expand this effort to the entire 97 Highway 97 corridor by implementing not only the sensing device but also communication device. So the current solution can support communication with the mobile your mobile devices through a mobile app, as well as the web dashboard to communicate with the traffic management center. In the future, we also want to install communication devices for equipment on the roadside for communication with traffic signal controller and also VMS side. Yes, that's it. Yeah, I want to end this with great news. Maybe Portia want to say that. This is the award that Yakama was recently granted from Federal Highway Administration. The Field Defender Mousetrap program is a national recognition program for transportation innovation. We actually won both the Innovation Project Award and Best All Around Award for this year. Cool. Thank you.